What you're about to hear is part of the Podgods Network. If you have a problem with anything you hear, please write it in an email and go fuck yourself. Enjoy the show.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Salty Language presents The Enthusiast.
Hey there, enthusiasts. It's the whole Beerfest gang doing our post-Summer Beerfest 2015 recap. Coming in at my right is Soundboard T.
What's going on?
The Risk.
Hey.
Brian.
Man.
And Jeanie.
Hello.
And I'm Tony, your co-host.
And we're here for the beer roundtable discussion.
Oh, yeah.
So
I don't like fake Tony voice.
So it was a thing. We were at a thing, guys.
Yes. We did some stuff. We drank some beers.
Yeah.
We're here to discuss it.
Or something.
Who wants to start? It's not about anyone else. I am exhausted.
I'm not.
Tired too, but it's not from the beer fest. It's from not sleeping well in the bed.
Winner.
Yeah, that does have something to do with it. Same
Yeah.
here.
When we got back from Beerfest, our room was 80 degrees. And we didn't know why. Like, the air was supposed to be on. It was set at 72. It was fucking 80 degrees in our room. And we were dying. And then, when the air started working, we were cold, and then we were hot. And then cold, and then hot. There was no, it was awful. So let's not go back to that hotel.
Okay. Mine was fine. It's just you guys aren't professionals at air conditioning wrangling like I am. Also, T and I were like, you know, I was setting it, and he's like, "What do you think? 62?" And I was like, "Yeah, sounds good." Beep beep. We came in last night, and I was like,
See your breath.
That's fine.
Locker.
That's fine with me. Yeah.
Well, the problem with hotels is that it's either really, really cold, and then they've got this huge blanket.
Yeah.
There's no, difference in blankets. It's sheet or, feathers.
So you gotta throw, one naked leg out.
Right.
Yeah, I tried that.
Or use
but it
bath
doesn't
towels.
work.
Or don't sleep next to Tony, because there's a
I
fucking
am
furnace.
a furnace.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I ended up doing. Well, not sleeping next to Tony.
I'm fine with it. Josh might not be.
That's why I stayed
I
next to the pool.
slept
I
next
also
to
didn't sleep
Josh,
next to
my
him.
furnace, and dropped the temperature way down so that I could offset
Balanced out
Yeah.
somewhat.
the blankets. Yes.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So Beerfest, we got there a little late. We tried to get there a half hour before they opened, and we got there about 10 minutes before they
I
opened.
kind of liked it because then we got there and we got
And
our
then-
hand stamped and they're like, "Let's go!" and we got in.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not all of us.
Well,
We got in,
Sad
5
trombone.
minutes earlier than we would have if we got there a half hour earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like getting there early, so I'm at the front of the line, and I don't have to move and be in the way of people in wheelchairs.
well, he was going to Beerfest anyway.
Just dump them on the ground. Oh. Yeah.
I was just happy that I got a stamper that knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
And I didn't look like I had a gaping wound on
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
hand.
it looks like I was blocking bullets
Yeah.
like Wonder Woman.
Mine's finally about gone.
Yeah.
I
it's
honestly,
still
I'm
out there.
surprised I didn't sweat it off yesterday. I thought I
Yeah,
would.
me too.
Because usually, by the each beer fest, I've had nothing on my hand by the end of the day.
You're like,
Yeah.
even winter beer fest, I had nothing on my hand,
Which
but that
is-
was because
yeah.
of the gloves I was wearing.
and you
Right.
kept pulling them on and off.
Mm-hmm.
Bleh.
As I'll
Find
do.
Legit Winter Beerfest gloves.
Yeah, those were good for me.
I think you need to get the wide receiver gloves that they have. They're textured, so
You
they
need
can
the
hold
grips.
Yeah,
But I need
Grippy
insulation
things.
too.
but they're
Yeah.
they're supposed to be.
That's why I thought my
insulated.
flip-up middies would work.
No,
this
those
year,
things were
but I couldn't
awful.
dig in my pockets. And
Yeah.
somebody won't allow a sweet fanny pack.
There's absolutely no. You can get a fanny pack, but I will not be near you or have sex with
Now,
you for a month.
We did talk online to
Whoa.
people that had they weren't matching fanny packs. They were sequined fanny packs.
Yeah.
Sequined?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's like horrid on horrid.
I don't know.
Oh no, it was
The
awesome.
one guy's looked like a Canadian flag.
That one was terrible.
That was there. Everyone was just like flowers and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of random colors.
She was like, "Oh, I got him at sequinme.com or something."
yeah, and the guy's
and
brother
that's someone
had.
who's surfing the internet instead of having sex.
Well, she could have been doing both.
Could have been.
Yeah. I'm playing.
That's
I'm
a weird
diddling
fetish.
myself. I'm clicking.
No,
my mouse
she
and looking
could have
at
been physically having sex. I mean,
She could have.
maybe it was just not good sex.
I was
I mean,
like, it
that
can't
was
be
never
good
thrown
sex.
out. That was never put out there. We just had sex. So
Like,
Yeah.
hey Siri,
Yeah.
search sequence.
yeah,
I'm just gonna bend over and surf the internet. You go to town.
right. Her
Tell
phone.
me when you're done.
Her phone just is all these Siri things going. I don't understand. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm good with having good sex and not surfing the internet.
Well, you're not a fanny pack aficionado anyway. So.
There you go.
Again,
That's our new magazine.
Fanny Pack Monthly.
Aficionado.
Yeah, aficionado for the more fanciful ones.
Yes,
Yes,
of course.
aka the sequined.
Right.
Sequin
Right.
ones.
Yeah. I told Tony next year we just need just sequin like shirts instead, like just rhinestone, like we're Neil Diamond out
well,
there.
I
Like
had
dice.
Yeah.
I had a very long conversation with a guy who wasn't wearing a shirt because he said
Yeah.
that someone took it from him. I'm like, or you're just walking around showing off your muscles.
How does someone take a shirt from
He
you?
didn't have muscles.
No,
He had the beginning
he
of a
had-
dad bod.
Yeah, he had muscles.
Muscle.
All right.
Around quotes.
Yeah, mushels.
Muscle.
Yes, they were definitely mushy muscles.
He's a muscle man.
Mushels. Yeah.
Marshall man. Yeah. But that's what happens when I get drunk. I just start talking to everybody about
Yes.
anything.
Yeah.
The girl with the blue hair.
Oh, I had to tell her
Someone
her
with
hair
the
was
founder's
boarded.
temporary tattoo.
That
Well,
was
it
that
was
was
boarding.
funny because Josh and I were hypothesizing, and you and Rose, I'm sorry, we were hypothesizing over, not whether it was real or not. We knew it was fake, but just all the things that would happen, like to get you to get a founder's tattoo and where you would put it and all the jokes that could be made. And then I look and we're like, where'd Jeanie go? And she's just over there talking with the woman because the woman had a temporary founder's tattoo on her shoulder.
It was just the label. I wanted to ask her why she did it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because Beerfest makes you do crazy things.
Yeah.
She had another one on there too, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't remember it either.
All right.
Keep talking, I'll go.
Okay. Nothing like phone calls in the middle of
Ugh.
podcast.
I'm trying to work here. Jeez.
Oh, Jesus. Interrupting brilliance. How dare they?
Kids these days.
These days.
Yeah.
So, Brian, how was it hanging out with the savages?
Yeah, say,
or
how was
the peasantry?
Yeah. The poor people, as we called it.
Those people.
Yeah.
The world needs ditch diggers too,
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, the last few, when I've done it, it hasn't been that bad. I've actually, like, the Winter Beerfest was all sorts of fun, because we were all just, like, there was a group around me, two groups of people, like, on either side of me that were just a riot. Like, I was laughing and having a good time with them. This group was, like, this woman behind me that I yelled at because she kept yelling at her husband instead of just walking over to him because she didn't want to lose her place in a cattle call. Like, there's just this horde of people. There's no lines.
Would have she been at home in a cattle call?
No, actually, she wouldn't have been. And then her friend showed up, and her friend was, there's a couple of these places in here would, they want me to come work for them, and, because I'm such a good salesperson. And I turned around, and I was like, yeah, they want you to come work for them for the same reason pharmaceutical companies want really attractive women working for them to push drugs. And it's because they'll sell more. I was like, I don't know if it has anything to do with your salesmanship, because you sound like a bore.
It's the salesmanship across your chest.
Right.
Well, works.
Ugh. If she was selling somewhere you could, like a punching board, I would have bought into that. But other than that,
Like a dunk tank of sharks.
I was just meaning her face.
Oh, man,
like
fair
I just
enough.
wanted to bury my arm elbow deep in her face.
Interface.
Yeah,
that
I want
was
to
called-
specify
Not in
it.
her breast
Is
billboard.
that what you call now? Bury your face in there. Bury your there you go. That's a fail.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Died on impact.
Call it.
Yeah,
What kind
yeah.
of-
Oh, that one died a terrible death too.
Man, DOA.
Man, that one didn't have insurance. We just let it flounder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boy.
So, but this was the first of the this is the fourth beer fest I've been to, or
You did winter, Detroit, fall, and
yeah,
this is the
fourth,
third, right?
third, yeah.
What you do
that's
last
right.
summer? Or
You
No,
was
I
that
didn't.
last
So this is the
summer?
third one. And yeah, this
That's
was
right.
the first one where, like, as soon as we got through and into the beer fest,
I could tell when you're walking and you're like, ah.
oh man! First of all, it was so crowded; it was making me claustrophobic, and it's like 85 or 87 degrees and hot as hell. And I was just, my anxiety was just going through the roof.
And you were by yourself.
And I was by
I'm
myself. Yeah. And so as soon as I got through, there's just all this open area. And I felt like I should just start spinning around like I'm Julie Andrews or something.
You should have.
I almost did. Tony...
I would have periscoped.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, there was
It's
that.
finally free to enjoy Beerfest.
Right. And then Tony's like, you know what you need? Some beer. So...
While I was waiting for you, because like 10 minutes till, I'm like, all right, I'm going to walk down there, wait. I'll text you, hey, I'll be at the merch table, which I bought more tokens because I'm there. Right. And I was almost out of my first batch of tokens already.
Yeah.
I was so glad you bought those tokens.
Yes.
But I went to Arbor Brewing, I'm like, give me that. And they had all these beers that were 3 o'clock only. I'm like, God, I really wish you got it was 3 o'clock. And the guy's like, you got 3 minutes before those people come in. If you down that beer, I'll give you whatever you want to drink, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So it pays to be an enthusiast.
Yeah.
Not just a listener, an actual card-carrying member.
Right.
So did you have to pay for that a la token or a la Josh?
It was tough. I mean, there was barely anyone there, so I mean, I couldn't sneakily ninja away.
You could have.
Although,
It's been like, look over there. Huh?
I drank a lot of beers that were supposed to be 2-token beers, and I never paid for a 2-token beer.
I think that
Me
happens
either.
a lot.
I did that too. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that mark in there was supposed to be
Well,
two.
Honestly, I don't even think that should exist, or they should just put up a sign that says all beers here 2 tokens.
The 2 token is based on the ABV, and the reason why is Michigan laws, because you can't give away free beer. That's why they have the tokens.
Right.
So when you hit a certain ABV, it requires 2
It's
tokens.
probably very
They really don't
loosely
care.
enforced.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't get money from the tokens. They get money from being there. Like,
Yeah. Because,
It's
I mean...
getting their name out.
Yeah, because otherwise,
For their
because
brewery.
you just, okay, fine, here's 2 tokens and walk up, hey, I need to buy some more tokens and walk up and throw, I mean, you can just keep getting more. So it's not like they limit, how many you can get or something. It's
Beers
just,
are supposed to pour you half a sample cup, but depending on who's pouring the beer, you get a full cup sometimes.
Yeah.
Or
depending
who's
on
asking for the beers.
Yes,
it's like
true.
depending on
Generally,
how much cleavage you're
vaginas
showing.
help.
I'll tell you.
Well, boobs, because you can see
Well, I'm
those
just saying,
better.
Unless you're just thrusting your vagina on top of the pour station.
Just tap me off there.
Yeah. You're like, hey. Yeah.
Instead of a keg stand.
You just hear this flop. Like,
That's why you wear
whoa.
skirts. You just go, woo!
Yeah.
Just tap me off there.
That's why Tony had one
That's
on.
how I imbibe my
Exactly.
alcohol, is that way.
Yeah. Right.
I don't need a token because I got a vagina.
Like, oh,
right?
well.
So I always tend to find if I'm bullshitting, if whoever's pouring the beer, they'll give me more. If I give them the laugh or something.
I think a lot of the ones I got yesterday were closer to half the cup rather than a third, which most of the time they're not quite half, and a lot of them were yesterday. The other thing I found was that a lot of the people doing the pouring either they had temperamental taps or they don't know what they're doing. There was a lot of head.
Yeah, that first beer I got was almost all
Dude,
head.
I got a scotch. One of the Scotch ales I had. I mean, the cup runneth over
with head.
With head, and it was probably like this little bit of beer, and it was just all head.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they had that.
I had to pour so much out just to get near the bottom, and then I realized I'm not pouring any of the head out, just beer.
Yeah.
So you had to wait.
You had to bring a spoon with you and just
suck it off the top.
Right. Or just do what I did and just drink it anyway.
Yeah.
Just down it.
Yeah.
That was me in the first
Hammer
hour.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need to down this so I can get another beer.
Yeah.
Well, Jeanie was, don't dump your beer. If you don't like it, give it to me.
Yeah, in the very beginning, we were tent hopping so fast. I was
Yeah.
trying to
Oh, yeah.
write my thing, and then I'm like, oh my god, we're at the next place. I got to drink this beer super quick so I can get my next one. And I got hammered quick.
Yeah.
Just because of that.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
I didn't finish any of my beers except maybe one or two.
Do you know what I think's
That's bullshit.
amazing?
That's what she does.
That's what I do. Because I don't want to feel like hot garbage the next day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was amazed at how many 8% beers there are for summer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
Michigan, we don't fuck around.
No.
That's why we have beers called all day. They want you to
Right.
stuff.
All day?
This is
Nice.
a low ABV. You can drink this all day. This is a fuck you up in the face ABV.
Yeah.
Only have 2.
Right. Unless
And
you're a
then
trained
there's
professional.
the middle
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah. Like a lot of the 5% type ones, you know, like you said, the all day ones, you can.
All day.
You know, we're fine, but man, there was a good amount. Like a couple of the. Well, I know I was jumping. Like I think at 3 consecutive places I got a Scotch ale, and Josh was like, "Do you really like Scotch ale?" I'm like, "Yeah, I actually do.
Yeah, I really like Scotch ale.
I do," and I even said I was like, "I probably shouldn't be drinking them back to back to back."
Oh, but they're so good.
That's what happened at
2 of the 3 I had
Beer
were
Fest the one time I went.
Yeah, I think the first beer I had was I think because I was like, yeah, it's some 9%, or I don't even know what it's called.
That is exactly what you said. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to check this in.
Yeah.
It's 9%.
I was like, hold on, I got to look at the list and I'll be able to tell you what it is. But I just remember it was 9%.
Yeah, because I was like, get a beer, and we went to Arbor, and we walked and hit Tri-City, and then we found you guys.
Because I think the first one I got, which I drank, like just boom, shotgunned it, was was like an 8%, and then I hit the 9%, and I was like, all right, now we're going. Let's which led to my demise. But we'll get to that.
Yes.
So got to the back 40 to hit Sherwood because Disco Lemonade is a must every year. Thank you for getting that, Rose.
And they had pens, which were
fantastic
helpful.
Since we forgot
for the
pens.
stupid people that we are left our Sharpies in the car.
Yes.
Or the hotel room.
Yes.
Or wherever.
Yeah.
Or wherever.
Rose
So we
bought
were-
a fantastic tank top, and Tony lost at disc golf.
Yes.
I almost won.
You lost.
Almost as a loser.
I hit the rim.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Almost is still.
I know.
I don't know when rim shots are really a good thing, so.
Yes, my shirt that I got says the beer bitch.
Yeah, I judge men by what they drink.
Yes, the beer they drink. And I got another one that says beer biatch.
Yeah. And if they had one in my size, I would have too. The lady's like, put this on, and I put it on, and my boobs are like, it's like, yeah, this doesn't fit.
I was trying to get her to buy it.
I was wondering what you guys are there so long. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
where'd the
they
ladies
had
go?
such great
They're still at the
shirts.
shirt stand.
But
Yeah,
the-
the beer Masutra
Yeah.
and the beeriotic table
and then the beer bitch. And
then
I
the
would totally have worn...
beer tree.
Yeah.
and-
I would have totally worn any of the shirts that I liked, but she said the shirts ran small. And when it comes to lady shirts anyways, they usually stop at an extra large. If they're running small, an extra large is not going to fit me. It barely got over my boobs. No, it was too tight.
She could have worn it as like a
As a
bikini top.
Yeah, I could have worn it around the house to get your attention. Oh, wait, I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You just
Fair
walk
enough.
You
naked.
just cut it down the middle and just wear it over another shirt. That's
There you
all.
go.
Like a sweet vest.
Right, or tie it up into a nice ascot.
Perfect.
Yeah. I can just walk out of the shower butt ass naked, and you're like, let's go. I don't need to put a shirt on. It
True.
saves time taking it off.
Right,
Yeah,
and you don't have to
like-
spend $25 on a shirt.
Well, it would have been 15 because it was 2 for 30.
Oh, right. Wait.
1 for 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 for 30.
Yeah.
But yeah, they didn't fit. I'm too big.
Wah, wah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just make it work. I'll just buy the shit to make it myself.
There you go.
You got any highlights, T?
Other than in his hair. Wait.
Nah, just all of it. All of it was fucking sweet.
No.
Always, every year.
Yeah.
Always is.
No,
High five
ba-
and Hot Man.
no bacon popcorn.
Oh, I know. I was
That
so
That was a
sad.
bummer. That was a low note.
I was
Such
pretty
a sad
disappointed because
hand,
that's like all this asshole pointing at Tony right now for those
Yeah.
listening.
Well, they
That's
probably
all
figured it out.
he talked about. Like when the
First year we went.
yeah, like afterward.
And we've tried to make it. It's never
It's
as
not
good
the
as the
same.
bacon popcorn we
You
get
just need to
there.
kidnap the person.
It's the,
and
they're
make
in
them
Ann
make it
Arbor, the
work.
place that
I
makes
know.
it. We just gotta go.
We just have to, we have
And
to
then
Just
Get
have
the
an Ann
scientists
Arbor
on
field
it.
trip.
figure
Time for
out
bacon
how to
popcorn.
get their
Yeah.
recipe.
Yeah, just get
Exactly.
top scientists
okay,
on it.
I'll put on your shirt that you bought with my boobs all out. You sit with some short shorts and bend over, and we'll talk to the people in Macon. And we'll get
And then you find out that they're eunuchs. And
They're like, you guys are very attractive, but we like your husbands better.
We're totally in the dick.
Be like,
Wow.
okay, how do we doctor him
Tony's
up to
like-
get the recipe?
And Tony's like pulling the Captain Morgan pose, and he's like this, and they're like, nah, not that kind of dick. Like,
What?
I was trying to convince Tony to make underpants out of one of the shirts.
I don't recall this.
The Michigan Beer Fest shirt that we got just before we left.
Yeah.
You were like, I kind of want a Speedo made with this.
I don't
I
remember
was
saying.
like, well, all you
Sounds
have
like
to
something
do
you'd
is
say,
stick
though.
your legs
Yeah.
through the sleeves,
It's true.
and then you got enough room for danglage.
You got to be
Yeah.
careful. You got to be careful though, because you don't want to hang out all the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's just
Oh,
awkward
no.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Tony wants
He
to
could
hang out all
figure
the
out a
time.
way
Right.
to lease it closed.
He won't though. That's the problem.
Put
Tony's a
Just put a
traditionalist.
button fly in there.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just no Velcro.
No,
All right.
no. What was your best beer?
I had one that I ranked that I don't remember.
Because I figure we'll cover everyone's best beer and everyone's fuck that beer.
I think
okay,
that fuck that
I
beer
have-
is a unanimous.
I have two.
I didn't try that. Fuck that.
The
beer.
Reclamation IPA from Ordoc, T got that, and I was like, this is amazing. And the Res Get Smashed DIPA from Witch's Hat.
The double IPA.
Mm-hmm. First of all, it's got a great name, Res Get Smashed. But that was amazing as well. They're the only two that I put any ratings on.
Oh shit! I drank Res Get Smashed because I remember that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the one that got it. You were the.
I don't know.
No,
I
no,
think
he
you
is
were.
not. I got Res Got Smashed because I
Yeah.
like the name.
And I got well water from
Yeah.
them.
That was the barley wine.
Which just does. There's just no way that well water should be.
It's a horrible name, but it was good.
I don't believe you because it's a barley
ABV.
wine.
Yeah.
I've never had a barley wine
Yeah,
that I
it
even
was
remotely
12%.
like.
Yeah, it looked like dirty well water though.
Which is why they call it.
Yummy.
Yeah.
What was that beer called again? I'm sorry.
Res R-E-Z gets smashed.
Yes, okay.
And by
Yeah.
the way,
There it
that's
is.
from Witch's Hat Brewing Company in South Lyon. And if anyone is interested, they're having a big
Fury Fest.
feast for the Fury where they take in
non-perishable
non-perishable foods, and you get in for like $7 and can try a bunch of beers.
and then it's on the 22nd of
Yes.
August.
Plug.
at their brewery in
Yeah,
South
and that's
Lyon.
how. And it's just a really great brewery. You should go. It's one we actually haven't been to.
Yeah, we suck.
We've been trying to get there, but Ordoc is the other one, the Reclamation IPA, which we will hit when we go to Marquette. We're going to actually go there since they'll be open. It won't be a Monday.
Right. Yeah, I gave the guy shit.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he said, we have to give our brewers time to not have us draining the beer.
Yeah.
What was yours,
How
Brian?
about you, Brian?
I
I know you didn't try the Decadent Eagle, but you
Well,
already
no,
had
we've
that.
had it.
Yeah.
We've had the Decadent Eagle, yeah. But Decadent Eagle was our winner last fall,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
winter,
Yeah.
not fall,
That was
winter.
winter.
Yeah,
And it was awesome.
yeah. I don't remember which beer it was. Shoot.
Well, all right. Rose,
Yeah,
your favorite?
I had a
Nice to see
variety
your
of
program.
Scotch ales that were all really good. There
Yeah.
was one that was but there a few of them I had were really good.
It seems like every festival we go to, the beer just gets better and better. There's always stinkers mixed in there too, but for the most part, it seems to be getting better and better.
Well, it could be too that you're more
Our-
know
My
more
tastes
what you're
are broadening, too.
No, well,
Yeah.
you know what you like and
Yeah.
don't like.
Yeah.
Also,
Well,
so-
sometimes I go, hey guys, what should I drink?
Yes.
Yeah.
I go, here you go, have
Yeah.
this. You know,
right,
Yeah.
which is always an interesting roll of the dice for
it's like
sure.
the surprise me pints that he likes to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which confused the bartender every time you say, I want a
Yeah.
surprise me pint. They're like,
Like, I don't know if you have that.
Yeah.
what do you mean by surprise me pint? Just give me whatever you want that's on draft that isn't Bud Light.
Surprise me.
That's sweet.
Your
MTD.
craft beer.
Yeah, if you have Bud Light when you're a craft beer place, you suck.
Well, that's Ohio because they buy taps.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
It's not
Ohio.
just
It's a whole
Ohio.
legal thing
Yeah.
for
Michigan,
Ohio,
too,
but
yeah.
Michigan does not sell taps.
No, but I mean,
Oh,
there
yeah.
you'll
Okay.
see Bud Light because it's the number one selling beer in the country. So
Boo.
yeah, it's going to
Okay, so my favorites, I've actually got 3 I'm going to list. Since Brian didn't list anything, I'm going to take one of his.
Well, you know what? Real quick, I actually, what were you gonna say?
The Hawaii 4.9 from Atwater, that fruit wheat beer, that was really good.
I know.
Yeah, it was before
Yeah.
you got with us.
Right.
And then the coconut stout from,
Tasted like an almond joy.
where was that from?
schmoes. Because that was going to be one of mine.
Straight out of Grand Rapids.
I actually, I
And
have
then
one, but I
there
don't
was
remember the
one
brewery.
more, and I know it's in here because I just saw it and was like, oh my gosh, I have to mention that.
All right, real quick,
It
while you're
was-
looking,
go
that
ahead.
Heath Bar Porter
Yeah.
was amazing.
Oh, right.
That was so good because it had a taste of like a Heath
Like
Bar,
that toffee.
but it wasn't a bunch of like chocolate taste to it or anything. Nothing on it was overpowering. It was a really good beer. That was probably one of my favorites yesterday.
Okay, I found it. It's Stoner IPA from Big Lake Brewing Company
Yeah.
in Holland. I can't stand IPAs, and this was actually a double IPA, and it was amazing.
Yeah, Josh is like, who are you?
Well,
You
it's
like
like-
I
that?
know,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Since I got it.
Tony-
So I was
well,
like,
no.
oh my god, this
Tony
is so
and I
good.
ran into the same thing because we were at the Moxie that one night, remember? And
Yeah.
you got, I can't think of the name of that beer.
Chill Wave.
Chill Wave.
I can
Chill
remember
Wave.
it.
And I was like, yeah, let me have one of those too. And I drank it, and I'm like, yeah, keep them coming. And he was like, wow. He's like, that's a double IPA. He's like, I'm surprised
so
that you're.
good.
He's like, I'm surprised you like that. I'm like, I actually love this
Yeah,
beer.
it's an awesome beer.
So anyway, that wasn't
Yeah.
this, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it's your
Yeah.
gateway beer into IPAs.
Mhm.
Apparently.
All
Your
day.
husband's there like,
Yeah. Join the
Now I
dots.
just have to find the fruit beer that he likes.
Good luck
Oh,
with
good
that.
luck with
He
that.
did like the Hawaii 4.9.
Yeah, and
And that is
that
a
was
fruit
fruity.
beer.
It's marked as a fruit beer, and
Yeah.
it's not. It's he picked that one too, didn't he?
Yeah, that was his that he got.
Wow.
And I got a Bloody Mary beer that I liked, which I hate Bloody Marys.
We'll get to that though.
Will we?
Yeah.
Okay.
T, yours.
T, what's it got?
I liked, where is it? Cotton candy from Greenbush.
Really?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of my least
I was not a
favorite.
fan, sir.
Oh, it was so sweet. Oh,
Wow.
We did talk about Greenbush on our show.
That
Came
was,
up Monday.
yeah,
it
No
was
reason
that
to go
one.
over it again.
It was the Atwater Michelada.
Oh, see, that was good.
that
Yeah,
was
that
the
was-
Bloody Mary one.
Because it
Yeah.
tasted like a goddamn Bloody Mary. So
Because actually, I have
Why
I have
did
a
I get
mindset on. Excuse me, I have a mindset on something else. I'm walking up, and all of a sudden everybody's getting the same thing. And then all of a sudden, chick behind the counter behind the coach was like, "You want one?" I was like, "All right." So I took that, and I didn't really have too much of an expectation for it, but I thought, "Hey, what the hell? I mean, everybody else is getting them, so it
Yeah.
must be good."
Well, I'll tell you, that beer, like, when Tony told me about it, I was like, that's one of those beers that every one of these we've gone to, there's always that beer that's like, we gotta try this.
Right.
And it's that big dice roll. Like, it's either gonna hit a home run or it's just gonna be awful.
Yeah.
Yep. And that one, I'm glad I didn't
It
have
was
it, but I'm
pleasant.
glad
I was
it-
surprised
yeah.
by it. And she's like, asking, do you want to pick one in this? Of course. What am
Yeah.
I, a savage?
No.
Well, you are.
Well, yeah, she doesn't know that. Though.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you one thing though, Brian. That beer that we have to try, the hot dog beer from Fall Beer Fest.
Ugh.
There was no way that was ever going to work out.
Yeah,
No.
we know that was going to be bad.
No.
Yes, but
No.
we still had
Like
to
I said,
try
the
it.
best thing we said about that was it delivered. It was exactly what it,
Yeah.
exactly what it said it was.
Yep.
What is that?
And
The
the
hot dog beer.
That and the garlic bread beer from what was that?
That was
Last
winter.
year.
It
Oh, was
delivered.
that winter? Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
it delivered.
right, yeah.
It tasted like garlic bread. Yep.
We had rye, the Caraway ale this year, and it tasted like rye bread.
That I think was probably my biggest surprisingly good beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she was telling you that, and I was like, how much I want to drink a glass of rye bread.
I
you know?
really
right.
wanted
But it was
pastrami to
really
eat with
good.
it, though.
Yeah.
I was like, I need some salty
It
meat.
would be good if a deli sandwich.
Yeah.
Sandwiches.
There's plenty of salty meat
Sandwiches
around
for
you.
everyone.
Not any I was going to put in my mouth at that moment.
That's true.
Well, mine were the toasted coconut, because I asked the guy, what should I be drinking? I did
Yeah.
one of those, and he's
Yeah.
like, do you like Almond Joys? He's like, yeah, here you go. And it did taste like an Almond
I'm
Joy.
more of a Mounds guy.
It's awesome. And then
course.
my beer that Arbor gave me for downing my beer and waiting was the Why You So Sour cherry sour, and it was
Yeah, I
It was
almost
just-
grabbed that when we went there,
It
when
was
I got
good.
in, and I didn't grab that one. I got, I forgot what I got, some wheat beer or
but
something.
it was like it was like when you made the cherry pie at one
Yeah.
time, because it was a sour beer, but it was the sweet from the cherry, so it all
Yeah.
kind of balanced. It was really good. Yeah.
That's why I like making cherry pies with the bright red
Yep.
sour cherries.
Yep.
So,
The-
what about fuck those beers?
Ah,
I'm thinking it's probably unanimous.
It's for the three of us.
It's not for me because I don't think I had this habanero beer that you're talking about.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
No, actually,
Spoilers.
no, because actually, when we handed it to you, smelled it, you were like, nope, no thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, which sounds about right.
Which to me is enough to nominate it for a fuck you beer.
Mine-
Because it's fuck you so much that you won't even try it.
No, I was drunk, so you have to
Oh.
give me
Right.
that. My fuck you beer is the Tangerine Tree from Bob's because that thing tasted like Tang. Like
Oh.
it was carbonated.
Well, no.
pop.
See, the problem is you're pronouncing it as tangerine. It was actually tangerine.
My bad. It was
Yeah, it was
Tangerine.
tangerine.
Tree citrus saison.
Once
That-
again, it delivered.
Yeah, Rose got that and she handed it to me and I took a sip of it and I was like,
I I smelled it. I was like, and I took it, and I was like, it's like Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't say it's tangy or something like that.
Well,
it
I
seems like
just
something you
said
would say.
this tastes like
Bottom
Tang,
shelf
and
or
I was
whatnot.
like, nah, I need to drink a beer that doesn't taste like Tang.
Right.
So that would be my.
That's a good level to set for the blow bar.
I want a beer that.
There you go,
doesn't-
folks. If you're just getting into beer,
Don't
just-
drink Tang.
don't drink a beer that tastes like Tang. That's a good starting spot.
Yeah. So, and your guys' is the habanero cream ale, right? Because
Spoiler.
it was not. It wasn't creamy.
It didn't have the creamy heat.
Yeah, they were all about the cream.
That's from Schmoes.
I like Schmo's beer too, but
that one was and the reason for me was because as soon as it hit my tongue, it was just fire.
Yeah.
I couldn't even taste the beer. All I tasted was burning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, nope.
Same for you, T?
Yep.
All right.
Mine
It was
was.
like
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I didn't try
No,
it.
I was just gonna say drinking that was like licking the devil's ball sack, man. It was.
Take your word on that one.
Yeah.
Mine was the Bear Witch Project.
Oh, yeah.
Which was the smoked sour ale.
That's the one that
which
Josh
had a collaboration with Grizzly Peak.
Mm-hmm.
I like both of those breweries, but it was a sour ale and a smoked sour ale on top of it.
Yeah.
Ugh, it
Smoked.
Ugh.
My pig's porter.
Yeah.
Well,
that one tasted like a liquid cigar.
That's what I said. It was like drinking a cigar.
I was going to say that was the second surprising taste or surprising.
I couldn't drink a lot of it, but I did enjoy it when I had it.
Yeah, I don't think I'd even want a pint of it. I think like a sample size is
I
about
could do
all
like
I
a
would
snifter
want.
with like ribs.
Yeah, when
you know?
the one that
For
you were
sure.
talking about, Rose, Josh handed to me and was like, "I'm gonna watch your face while you drink this," and I drank it and handed it back to him, and nothing changed on my face, and he's like, "That's why we're related."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Here, Rose, try this." And I
Now
was
let's
like,
watch her
"What?
face because
What?"
it's gonna make a funny one.
Oh,
And
it's a super sour one, right?
Yeah.
Ew.
It tasted like you
I
were
remember what it was.
drinking like a mixture
Or
of
was that the Grizzly
barbecue
Peak?
sauce and like a sweet and sour. So it was not a good flavor.
Ugh.
It was not. Candy and barbecue sauce does not go together, and that's what you were drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That's all right. They tried it. It wasn't good. Hopefully, they won't make it again.
Yeah.
Well, they had the spear beer again, and we were warning people against having it. We were like, "Don't drink the spear beer.
Yeah.
It's got bad."
For those who don't know, the spear beer is the asparagus beer, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Sure it
we
is.
had that last year.
Yeah, I remember Tony giving that a resounding nope.
Yeah, that was classified as a fuck you beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We just
Would you-
did- we
you know
just
what's
did a
funny?
Cool video
Is when we did the video for the fuck you beer, it just made me laugh that we were still within the proximity of the brewery. Like we didn't like walk way off or anything.
Yeah.
We were like 15
couple
feet.
steps away from the tent.
Yeah.
Well, Tony was doing that a lot, especially after you guys
Well,
took
he'll
off.
do that.
T somehow got a different cup.
Yeah.
And then
He was given a
wouldn't
different
get
cup in the beginning, right?
served at Saugatuck because they're like, we're not losing our license over your random cup. We
Yeah.
don't know who you are. And so he had to go up to the front to get a new cup.
And I'm like, come on, T, let's go get you a cup.
And apparently the guy asked...
No, he was so instead of just taking the cup up there and saying, "Hey, I need a new cup," because they were going to probably question me even more than what they did, I just said, "Fuck it, I'll just go up there and get a new cup." So we go walking up, and I said,
Broke the cup.
Yeah, so like, I need a new cup. He was like, "Where did your other one?" Well, and then I told him, well, it was a weird shaped cup, so they wouldn't serve me. He was like, so what's going on? It's like, I need a new cup.
I already told you that.
Yeah. So then me and him was kind of doing the old back and forth, and then Tony comes in. He's like, "Dude, he's got a stamp."
I'm like, "Dude, he's got a stamp on his hand."
Like, I mean, that's the thing is you could have proved anything they wanted because you still could have pulled up on your phone your ticket.
Yeah.
You have a stamp on your hand.
You got a card in your pocket.
You have an enthusiast
You're
card.
wearing a Michigan beer hat.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not asking for the tokens in
right.
the cup.
Yeah.
I just
now,
want the
I'm
cup.
sure there's some sort of account thing, but it was it fall or winter? Remember, I broke my
Winter.
cup.
Yeah, and they just gave
And
you
I was like, "Hey, I need another cup," and the guy was like, "Oh, here."
Here,
And
here's the
took
difference.
the tokens out and handed me.
White guy,
Yeah.
black guy.
Well, I
Plus-
mean, but
I also maybe showed him some balls.
Oh, well, if you, sexy.
Yeah,
hard to do in winter because retract.
right. Yeah.
But then what happened was we were very close to the entrance tent. We were over by the merch tent, and Tony was very loud in his, hey, I need to see your W-2 forms and your credit card application.
Oh yeah, as I walk away,
I need
I'm
to
like,
see your W-2.
See, I'll say this: when I reference Tony as the raccoon, that's the part of the raccoon that I love because, like, when at Fall Beer Fest when we were doing that, when me, him, and T were walking around, he was just being so obnoxious, like to the woman with the people with like the. What was it? The blow before you go or whatever it was called.
Check your blood alcohol
And
level.
you know, if you want to hear that story, go back and listen to one of the enthusiasts.
The winter beer fest one.
That was fall.
I thought it was fall.
Yeah, it was fall.
They're all blending together.
And
October.
that's a good one, anyways, because there's the trailer story and all the other.
Yes.
But yeah, it was just I love that because I'm just like we're just walking by.
I was just so annoyed he wouldn't just give him a cup.
Yeah,
You know?
well, it's stupid.
And
I mean,
and bravo to you for having the patience to be like,
yeah.
Well,
and
I was
also,
just fuming standing next to you.
the other thing is this is probably what 4 o'clock, 3:30.
Yeah.
Beer Fest is almost over at this point. So even if you were sneaking in at that point, I mean, I know you can still do some damage in an hour and a half, but it was like,
But you still need tokens.
yeah, exactly, and they're not going to give you the tokens. It's just like, here's a cup. It's like.
I
honestly
was heavily annoyed by that.
I know they don't want a ton. I know they don't want a ton of waste, but it's like they shouldn't. Like you shouldn't have to go through a whole thing to prove whatever, so you can get a cup.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, you should have to maybe have some sort of proof, I guess. But the stamp on your hand should be enough.
I mean, it is weird that you got a weird cup. But
Well, yeah, I think it was probably like one of the rinse cups or something like that. And he just
That
kinda
might
handed
have
it to me.
accidentally gave you the rinse cup.
oh,
instead of
that
the-
could be. Yeah,
That would make sense.
Some
And
guy's
it-
spit cup. Yeah.
Oh, but luckily though, luckily I wasn't the only guy he was being a dick to because as soon as I walked out, somebody had walked between me and him and was asking him some kind of funky question. And he was like, "Excuse me, don't you see me? I'm trying to do something over here," and just kind of gave the dude some shit. And I'm like, "Oh, all right."
He was just
he was
pissed off
old
because
crusty
he
white guy.
couldn't drink anything at the time because he's supposed to monitor the perimeter.
Just you know what it reminds me of? Is it reminds me of
You gotta check the specs of the front door of the
It
access point of the.
It reminds me of a mall security
Inline
guard.
rotary.
A mall security guard.
Yeah.
Where they go around with their chest puffed like there's some hot shit and they're not. It's like,
Yep.
dude, listen, you just have keys to a mall.
Yeah, and a flashlight.
You're nobody. Like, stop acting like you're guarding the president.
You're no Paul Blart.
Yeah. Because I remember, like, Tony and I used to go to the malls and you'd see those guys, and it was always like, oh, gee, you know, like, they're just walking around acting like their shit didn't stink. It's like,
Exactly.
come on, man. You got to know your station. And I'm sorry, but when you're guarding the lines of the beer fest kind of a thing, it's like, I don't know. Again, stamps on his hand. I don't see why there's a problem from that point.
It always seemed like generally people at beer fests are pretty cool.
Yeah.
That guy was a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I'm jumping ahead a little in part of a story, but when Jeanie and I left, we went to go out. We're going to leave, and the one's like, "Whoa, like we need you to walk out over there." We were almost going out. Then there was nobody in line, no one coming in. Really, there was like 1 or 2 people, but they needed us to then stop, walk around, and then go out a different way. It's like there's no turnstile. There's no. It's like okay, and I wasn't gonna fight it because
You're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But it was just like, why do we have to walk back around there?
Because that's the exit over there.
That's the
So
protocol, sir.
Yes.
perimeter of the access point of the beer festival says you have to go out over there.
I've got this and this perimeter secure, and I'm going to need you to listen to what I say. I'm flexing while I'm saying this. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So it was hot.
Oh,
It was hot and humid. Which
Yeah.
I kept waiting for it to rain because I was,
I was hoping.
it
Yeah.
would cool down a bit. Like it would rain and then it would be like
No, that would probably be one of those muggy heats.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And the
Sun
way,
comes
well,
out,
it
we
never
all die.
rained, so it
Yeah, it
doesn't.
never rained. Yeah, so we never
It
got
was
to
just
find out.
muggy the
Yeah.
entire time.
But so downing beers left and right for an hour, going through we get 15 tokens. I went through all 15 in the first hour. And then Brian comes in. I was drunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was drunk.
I came in and my blood pressure was already rolling high, and then I was like, just start throwing beers in my face, and it was just so friggin' hot. All right, then.
Really?
The cat wants to make
Tony's
his
cat's
presence
just
known.
assaulting everything.
Yeah. But so we had a point in the day. It was about 3 o'clock where I needed to sit. I needed to sit and not move, and we chose to sit in front of a loud band.
Oh, it was so loud, too.
It was
Well, there
so
was
loud.
no other place other than on
Yeah.
the floor
That was an odd
or
pick.
the ground.
Yeah. Well, I don't want
You
to
should've went
sit
by
on
the
the
river.
ground. I didn't want to sit on the ground.
No, there's like a boardwalk right there.
Yeah, you're still sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wood.
Oh, is it the fucking fucking ground that you walk on?
You could dangle your
What?
tootsies in the
Oh
water.
my
No,
God.
you can't. Oh, wait, you're right.
There was no swimming.
No wading and no swimming. Didn't say anything about Tootsie dangling, right?
Yeah, because we discussed this earlier.
Yeah.
Right.
You could have peed in it if
Yes,
you
that's
wanted to.
right. I
There
could
was
have
no
peed in it.
peeing.
Just as long as you're not wading or swimming while peeing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right out.
Right out.
That's right out.
So
That-
I'll
the
hover
guy
over
from
the water,
Yeah, would've
drop
ran
my
over.
britches, and
Yes.
pee.
Right.
And this is going to work out well.
Right.
Well, all right, so I sat down in front of the band because there was stadium-style seating, and Brian came to sit down
Bleachers.
next to me. Yeah, bleachers.
Hot metal bleachers.
I was fine.
They
It was
really
in
weren't
the
that
shade.
hot.
It was
It
in
was
the
in the
shade.
shade.
No, they
Oh,
weren't
was
that
it?
hot.
All right, I don't
No.
know where I was
Co-
drunk.
Also, compared to how hot I was,
Yeah.
they weren't hot. So
It was like sitting
I
on
was
ice.
en fuego.
You were in fuego.
I
like a
turned-
Human Torch.
I was.
I'm sitting there
Flavon.
with Rose, which I think kindly sat with me so that I wouldn't be sitting by myself. Thank
I
you,
was
Rose.
tired. I wanted to sit.
Just
too.
take the compliment. And then I turn over and Brian's next to me, and his lips are white
Yeah.
with a tinge of blue,
Yeah.
which I didn't know was possible
Right,
in winter.
right. Well, and
anywhere but winter. Yeah.
I was standing with Tony and Josh and T, and I was like, I'm gonna go sit down because I'm not feeling good.
Yeah.
And I sat down and
I'm
I'm
tired.
Well, yeah, well, and the thing is like sitting there was such a bad because that you could feel the noise, the
Yeah.
sound vibrations, and as I'm sitting there. I'm like, God, I just feel like someone's just hitting me in the chest almost.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And I was already kind of feeling like I was going to get sick.
Yeah.
And not because I consumed too much beer, because I really didn't
It's
drink
'cause
a
you
lot
were
of beer.
hot.
I was just too hot.
Yeah.
And then I thought I was going to get sick, and then
Yeah.
Jeannie's like, yeah, we need to leave.
Yeah,
like,
I
we
went-
should go.
Went
Well,
straight into mom mode.
actually, let me take a step back because, you know,
Form of mom.
Rose and Josh had water on them, which I will now go back and say was the best thing I drank yesterday
Because he was getting sick. Yeah.
because that was about to be a problem if I didn't have some water at that point, I think. And yeah, as I was sitting there, like everything just kept getting brighter and brighter. Like everything was kind of going white, and I was like, "This can't be good."
No. So we left through the perimeter that we were told to leave.
Right?
Yes.
Yes,
The proper
and gave me
exit gate.
instructions to go find the other guys and
Tell them what was
them
going on.
on.
And then we went to Sidetracks and sat down in air conditioning and started shoving water down Brian's throat.
Yeah, I started drinking all the water.
And we got some cheesy dip for us to eat.
We ordered
Chip.
queso and got our spinach dip. Or
Oh, really?
artichoke
I
dip,
don't
one or the
remember.
other. Yeah.
We ordered something. But,
Silly
yeah, who cares?
Vanessa.
Is that her name?
And then-
Victoria,
yeah.
Audrey,
It was Vanessa was her name.
I know
Yeah.
Samantha was purple hair. So
Yeah.
purple hair.
Right.
Yes.
And sent text messages to Rose and Tony like, hey, we're in the back, take your time, get here when you can. We had a table for all us.
Yeah.
And by the time you guys showed up, Brian was doing better.
Yeah, I was a lot better at that point because I like,
Down 3 glasses of water,
Yeah.
ordered a beer, had chips.
Yeah. Well, I didn't
Yeah.
order a beer, but
Josh and I finally
No,
decided
dude,
to head
just
out.
me? I sucked.
And we kind of told you guys, I don't know what was holding you guys up at first, and then
It was the
T
marijuana.
was-
watched by
T
the
was-
marijuana dude who
T was waiting for another cup.
Yeah, probably.
Just
this
need another
old
cup.
stoner guy and was like, you want to sign this petition? And it's like, a petition for what? I just kept walking.
Yeah.
But Josh is like, for what?
Because that's what Josh does. Petitions means that the political party is at work, and I need to make sure that I understand what you're looking for so I can show
Well,
you.
he never
how,
signs
like-
them.
Or you could just say
Well,
no and keep walking.
Because
Yeah.
he's never going to sit there long enough to figure out all the ins and outs and pros and cons of it.
Right.
And Josh just likes yelling at people who do sign it. Because
Right.
I
so
signed one
he's
for
like,
fracking.
this is to make
Yes.
marijuana legal. And Josh is like, oh, no, thanks. And the guy's like, you don't want to make it legal? And he's like, yeah, it's not for me. I don't smoke it. The guy's like, well, pharmaceutical companies kill people all the time. And Josh was like, I didn't say that they did. And I just kept walking.
It's like so does alcoholism, but see where I just came from?
Probably
See,
the
now
most
when-
dangerous drug.
Yeah, right.
When we passed him, he's like, would you like to sign a petition? I went, already signed it. Kept
Yeah,
walking.
I don't even think I said anything because I was like, must
Zombie.
focus. Oh,
And
no.
then
it was-
Josh is like, I can't sit here. My wife's up there. I gotta go with her. And he's like, why didn't you stop? I didn't want to listen to you argue to some random stoner dude.
Right.
Sorry.
It's funny because when we walked by them, they're like, "Hey guys," and I was like, "What is it, marijuana?" I was like, "Yeah, whatever, I'll sign. That's fine." And they're like, "Oh, that's good because that other guy just went by. He's a real jackass." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's my brother-in-law." They're like,
The jackass I'm related to.
I'm like, "Yeah, I know. He's my brother-in-law."
That's fair though, right? Yeah.
That's true. Josh is a jackass. That's why we love him.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
He fits right in.
Doesn't make him, yeah, exactly. Doesn't make him bad at all.
One day we're going to do this after, so he'll be on the podcast.
Well, he was on the Periscope video. If
Yeah.
anyone
Hey.
You're not here!
First he made his non-appearance, or his audio-only appearance, and then... Yeah, because it's so great that he... when he's like, hey, whatever, and we're like, Josh,
it's not viewing
you're not
from
on
that
this.
side. It's on this side.
Because he was in front of the camera,
Right.
like... yeah, no one saw that, but you guys. Hey, guys!
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so how did your interviewing go, Tony?
Oh, God. I had these grand plans to interview people. And
He's going to interview us, because he didn't interview anyone.
No, I'm keeping the question secret for next time, because I know what I need to do now. So originally, my goal was to interview people working the place, people pouring the beer.
No.
I need to interview people in line.
Yeah.
Because I stand there and talk to them anyway.
I'll tell you this. Those questions will work really well if we visit breweries.
Yeah.
Because we can actually talk to the people.
Right.
Right.
Depending on how busy
So
they
I'm
are.
keeping the questions saved.
Right.
in
Like
my
Grand
back
Rapids
pocket.
through the day, we could have
Yeah.
asked.
Oh,
At
hell
night,
yeah.
not so
No.
much.
No,
They
too
were
busy.
crazy when we
Well,
went
I
back.
don't know. Lauren might have answered them because we had built up a rapport with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he might have been like, really? Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't ask the people because I don't want to hold up the line.
Yeah.
Right.
But the people in line that I'm already bullshitting with, and it hit me when I was kind of like in and out of sleep on the way home today.
Luckily, he was not driving.
Right.
Oh,
Not
no,
at all.
no.
I got that lucky one.
Yeah.
That's
But
why
yeah.
T's not my brother anymore. Insulting my driving.
Yeah, well, shit happens.
And then we made our annual pilgrimage to Zingerman's Roadhouse for breakfast.
So
Of course.
good.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Bloody Marys
Well, hold on.
and coffees.
We skipped over something that we have to talk about.
I was just thinking about
Which
that
was
too.
last night around 10 o'clock. He's like, hey, I gotta
Yes.
feed the beast.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. And I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry too. And like, you know,
The married couples are passed out
yeah.
sleeping.
And well, and like with me, I mean, we had various snacky treats
Yeah.
in the room because he had like jerky and I had like Gardettos and that I forgot to take with me.
Just a mess.
It was just a shit
You
show
need
of
to
a
bring a
weekend.
saddlebag of
I'm
goods.
just awful. Yeah. And
Maybe a burro with a pan on the side.
it's a good idea, actually. Yeah. And then, so I text Tony and I was like, "Hey, you know, what are any plans?" Because you know, the original plan was at like 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock. It was like, about an hour or two, and we'll reconvene. And it's like, yeah, it's like 10, which is multiple hours later.
Yeah.
So, and Tony's like, "Yeah, I think we're done." So we're like, "All right, well, I guess we're gonna, you
Go
know,
to Applebee's.
yep,
Party at the Bees.
after party at the Bees."
Because it was connected to the hotel. That's the only reason I...
But
Yeah,
it
honestly,
wasn't.
if there was
You
other
still
options.
had to go outside to
Yeah.
get into it because there was some sort of construction. Or
Yeah, it looked like
fireworks.
like the one window there had been some damage to the window. I
It
don't
looked
know.
like it was broken or something.
Yeah.
Somebody
Who
threw
cares?
something through it.
Yeah.
That's because the after party at the Bees
It-
gets
yeah.
out of control.
Crazy. Oh, and
Chickens.
Lights are popping!
and boy
Lips
did
are
it
moving!
because it was Saturday at the Bees, and we walked in and there's karaoke. As soon as we walk in, we just looked at each other and just start laughing because we know this is probably not going to be anything but
Well, wait.
horror show.
What was their beer list? Did they have any good beers to drink?
I didn't look at the beer
Nah,
list.
nah.
I was still in Brian shouldn't drink mode.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah.
We're in round 2.
No, I gave it a quick. Well, I did.
Fight.
I picked up the drink menu and I was like, "Why am I looking at this?" So I did look at it, but not.
But you
It's
were
probably
smart
all
enough
like
not
Bud
to
Light,
order
Bud
it.
Light, Bud Light, Bud Light,
Yeah.
Bud Light.
It was probably like the usual like Corona and Amstel and
Bud
Yeah.
Light Lime.
Sam Adams. Yeah.
Bud Light
Garbage.
Margaritas or whatever the hell those
Right.
things are.
Chiladas.
Oh, the Ritas up there.
Yeah, they've got like
Bud
four.
Bud Light garbage is what it is.
Right.
Do they still sell like the Clamatos and all that?
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
Just go to Jeremy's house. He's got them in his fridge.
Oh, no thanks.
Yeah, my
I just
sister
buy
drinks the
some
About the
margaritas.
margaritas.
drinks in it.
Yeah.
Well,
So while we're there and the karaoke's banging, these two guys that are probably
like symbols in your head?
Yeah.
Clang, clang!
Oh man, these two guys are what? Probably in their 50s,
Yeah.
I'm guessing. And you know they're just knocking back Brutus's all night. Brutus, for those who don't know, is the tall glass of beer at Applebee's, and they're Bud Lights or something of that ilk. You can just look and
Look
tell
at the
because I can
color.
look right through it.
Yeah.
And yeah, the one guy gets up and starts singing Pearl Jam "Alive." And let me tell you, I wish my phone was being an ass, or otherwise I would have got some audio of it. Because this guy is, what was it you said, T? He was tone deaf and
He was singing alive, but he was bringing up the dead.
Well, that too. Yeah.
He was monotone
That's
and
what it was.
tone deaf.
Yes.
He was monotone deaf.
Yeah.
Monotone deaf.
Yeah. It was terrible.
That's my
But-
Twitter rap account.
Right. But it was so funny because he was so bad, you know, and you could, I'm like, he wasn't taking himself seriously at all. He was laughing through the song because he knew he was doing
awful.
Just killing the song. You know, and his friends laughing at him, and they were basically that's what they were doing. They're there just, you know, beer drinking, hell raising, and you know, gotta get one in there, Tony. So you know, but then right toward the end, "Running with the Devil" by
How does that go?
Van Halen.
Van Halen. Thank you. Wow. Comes on.
Running with the devil.
He's not exaggerating. That's how he sang it.
Flat as shit.
Did he put in those diamond
Yes.
like,
Wow.
Yeah, you know what? We weren't there long enough for him to get to that part, but there were a few, like earlier in the songs, there's a couple, you know, a couple little things like that, and he did those. But again, it's all lower and just one note across. It was so bad. And T looks at me, he's like, ready to go? I'm like, yep. Like, I as I said yep, I'm like pushing myself up to get out of there.
You know, Tony, I bet you could have participated in the after party at the Bees if you hadn't had that double dancing.
yeah, I danced
That's probably
with the devil
true.
again. That's my
In
last
the
drink.
pale
Yeah.
afternoon light.
He only drank half of it.
That's
I
true.
drank
It
the
was
other
a
half.
Yeah,
big
but
devil
still.
dancer. I was so
That was
drunk.
not a big
You
devil
guys
dancer.
should have
Stop it.
learned your lesson in Grand Rapids.
You,
when
you
Josh
guys,
did
what
that.
you should do is get one and just share.
We should have.
Like, we'd get a couple
Jeanie
straws.
And Josh did share it, but
Oh, I meant him and Josh, though. They should just get one and a couple straws. And
And
Oh, metal
honestly,
straws.
Looking
yeah,
back,
metal,
Metal.
metal straws.
looking back on it, I really wanted that all day IPA.
Oh,
infused
dude.
With the
mango.
mango, yeah.
That
We
sounds
tried
good.
to get you guys to get that,
But I was like, oh my god, devil dancer.
yeah.
you succumbed to
Oh,
the
Dark
devil
Lord,
dance.
you called me.
Because it was 12%. Oh.
Man, I tried that and I was like, whoa, nope.
Oh, it's so good. I love that.
That's
shit.
too far for me.
That's
Like,
pretty good. It'll
yeah.
punch you right
Well,
in the
the
nuts,
reason
though.
it's not that it's too strong of a beer as far as like the alcohol content. It's more that it's too strong of the hops in it because it's that's triple. Yeah,
It's a triple
I haven't leveled up to triple yet.
Yeah, it's
Doubles I can handle. Triples are
Just
real
too much
hit or
hops?
miss. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried it once and was like, you can have
I'm like,
that.
oh, can I please have another one, sir?
No.
I'll sit there with my pint glass.
You didn't finish your
Please,
tuna
Dad.
fish sandwich.
Man, I didn't order. I canceled my strawberry shortcake.
Josh
That's-
canceled your strawberry
yeah,
shortcake.
I kind of wanted it.
That's
I
why.
was
shared
so
it with
full.
you.
I was so full, and it was such a bad idea, but I wanted
But
it.
that's why Josh canceled it because
Yeah.
he knew you were weak.
Yeah. He's like, you're my sibling.
Yeah.
You're weak.
He's like, yo, I got you.
I just know at sidetracks I was that guy because I kept getting.
Oh
out,
my
I was
God.
So,
Oh my
hot.
goodness.
So I would
That
go
one
outside
waitress
and I was
was
hanging
about
out by the
ready to-
patio.
All right,
Stab you.
I nearly like. I feel like I was getting like on my way to like possibly kind of passing out from heat. And Tony was more of an asshole about the heat yesterday than I was.
I was so hot.
I was just standing there going, "It's really hot," and then I'm like, "I'm gonna go sit down." And then Jeannie's like, "Come on, let's go," and I'm just like, no, wait, let me just sit here. And then I get up and I started going the wrong way because I honestly almost couldn't see.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
You pulled a me? I can't see!
Yeah, I should have done that.
With
That would
your
have been
eyes
hilarious.
closed.
Yeah.
It was
Unfortunately,
too bright. That's
I-
the problem.
yeah, I was in reserve energy mode at that point.
You're
So
like-
yeah,
I wasn't at the
Blinking
point
battery.
I couldn't see, but I was definitely hot.
yeah.
Yes.
He-
And Tony and T got there, and they were really hot. And Josh and I, when we first got there, were really, really hot. And we cooled down. And then I think you guys cooled down a bit. And then all of a sudden, I look
Yeah.
over at Tony, and he's just like dripping.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, what?
I'll
the
say,
heck?
you know what though? Like when Jeanie and I got there, it was nice and cool back
Yeah.
there.
They kept having a door open behind
Yeah.
me.
Well, part of the problem too was like when we got there, there were still various
Nobody there.
empty tables. When you guys got there, the place was
Packed.
full up.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of people at that bar that were not there. When we walked by that bar, there was like nobody there. But when you guys were there, that bar was full and,
Yeah.
and all the tables. So And they obviously didn't adjust their air.
Not at all.
No.
And then
But
the back,
it was
we were right
nice
by
when
the back
door was finally open
Yeah.
because there was enough of a breeze finally coming through.
But
that
it was bringing in the humidity too. So
It
you had the
was,
humidity and the fact that it wasn't as
Fuck
cool as
humidity.
we wanted it.
Fuck humidity.
Yeah.
And that beer.
And that beer.
You just can have all three together.
I was,
Humidity, hot, and beer.
I was hanging out outside in like the bus boy station.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
Because I realized I was
saying
standing by
that
people
you two-
eating, and I'm like, I can't do this.
When T and Tony went outside, I could see you out of the window, and I'm like, they look like they're bouncers or something.
Yeah, we're by the door. Like,
Yeah.
I was
And you
leaning
were
on the
standing
gate.
with your arms
Yeah.
like folded. I was
Yeah.
like,
Bunch of them checking
Yeah.
IDs.
Yeah, some guys like...
$5 cover.
some guys like, can I get another glass of whatever? Tony's like, sure, I'm going to need to see your ID.
Yeah,
And
where'd you get that glass?
Yeah, where'd you get that glass? Yeah.
do you have your W-2s on you?
Yeah,
it's $5 cover for dicks, is what it is.
that's right.
Right.
Vagina can get them for free.
That's
Yep.
how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
How it goes.
$5 doesn't seem high enough. It's probably like 10.
Yeah, maybe.
Josh's face was priceless.
Yeah.
He looked,
What?
He seriously looked like he was going to reach down the guy's throat and rip out his spleen.
That would have been interesting.
We weren't quite dancing with the devil yet, though.
No.
No.
No, that came later.
That came later.
Yep. Much, much later.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of later, we're almost at an hour. We might as well wrap this bullshit up.
Yep.
Anyone got anything else they want to add to the Summer Beerfest 2015 Podapalooza?
Marquette can't come soon enough.
Yeah.
September 12th.
They just need to get their bacon popcorn back.
I don't think they'll have that in
I don't think
Marquette.
it's... Yeah.
No, but
Oh, you
Summer
mean in
Beerfest
general.
for next year.
Yeah.
They got to get that back.
You know, my
Get your
biggest
shit
win,
together, yo.
Yeah.
my biggest win of yesterday, I think, was
No sunburn.
no sunburn.
That's, you
Yeah.
showed up my house. I'm like, have
Yeah.
you put sunscreen on?
Yeah.
I'm like, you idiot. Here, put this on.
I don't think it was that. I think I sweated and wiped a lot of that off.
I got it in my eyes.
I didn't,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, you're too white. You're too pale. You're not outside very often to be in the sun at noon without sunscreen on.
I would have been fine.
The one day he's outside, it's like 90 degrees.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
15% humidity.
Yeah.
So what you don't know is beer breaks on UV rays.
Yeah,
No, it
there's
doesn't.
science.
Hey, we
Why
never
else do you
talked-
bring
did
beer
talk
to the
about
beach?
water?
No, we haven't.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah,
do need to bring that
science
up.
Yeah.
has
Speaking
proven
of sciencing.
Yeah.
there's more water in water than in beer.
Yes.
Let's
Well,
play out the
yeah.
whole story. Brian?
No, go ahead.
No,
You're
we're
laying it out.
driving to go to breakfast, and we're talking about, like, hey, maybe we'll get some Bloody Marys, which I thought was a terrible idea, and we ended up getting.
Right. Right. And I'm going to stand by, it was probably a terrible
Yeah.
idea.
I had coffee.
But on the way there, Brian's like, I'm just going to get water. And I was like, what?
You're
no
like,
hair of the dog?
yeah, you're like, beer's got water in it. And I'm like, yeah, but water's got more water in it.
Yeah.
Sciencing has
So,
proven.
and we did prove
I
it's a
confirmed
breakfast.
it, yeah.
Confirmed.
You
We
know,
did- well, not with beer, though.
No, but
Yeah.
with Bloody Marys.
Bloody
I already
Marys.
knew with beer because I tested that yesterday.
That's true. Good
Yeah.
point.
Because when I was just drinking beer,
no
heat
water.
exhaustion, drinking water, I was fine. So, yeah. I
Well,
need to find alcoholic
To be
water,
fair,
and then I'll be good.
That was only one test. You got to do like a...
No, I don't. Now I'm going to submit it for peer review, and they can test it.
Okay.
There's more water in water.
That's
than
how
in
you should
beer.
ask Siri. How much water is in water and how much water is in beer?
Let's try it. Hey Siri, how much water is in water?
All right, let's see what she says.
Stop asking me dumb questions.
Hey, Siri.
Hi.
Hi. Damn it, you bitch. How much water is in water?
Okay, I found this on the web for how much water is in water.
She's just being a bitch. Again.
She seems to be that way. That's
Yeah.
her default.
Yeah.
Exactly. Bitch mode.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
And one thing I
September
will request that they don't have back for next Summer Beer Fest is that asshole on stilts.
Oh, Stilt Man. I like the freak show stuff.
Except the guy
Well-
walking around whipping the air.
He was
Yeah.
I came out of the porta potty and this douche on these stilts was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fall into you." Go away.
What you should have done was just kick this still.
Yes. Give a good chop off.
Here, let's make this happen.
Just just be like, hey, all of you, and point to the crowd. Be like, come here, help me for a minute.
Well, I
Take him down like Gulliver.
And then beat his ass. Tie him up with a whip.
Throw him in the river.
I don't mind the stilt walkers. They do them at Winter Beer Fest, and I thought it was pretty cool, but this guy was a douche.
Yeah.
He was.
It was really the guy and not the act itself. Like, he's sitting
Yeah.
there with a whip, whipping the air, trying to scare
Yeah.
people, and it's like, you're not amazing.
No. He was
And
just
you're
whipping
not
the air. He
even-
wasn't
you're
even
not
doing
even-
like tricks with the whip
You're
or
not
anything.
even funny, so please stop.
Yeah.
And no one cares. No one's even
No.
reacting because they're all just focused on beer
Yeah.
or are completely shit-faced and don't care.
Yeah. Yeah,
True.
he was not blowing anyone's mind with the whip
No.
for sure.
Mind blown!
Negative.
I forgot to mention while I was standing in line that someone came out with shooting t-shirts out of a t-shirt gun.
That was Dark Horse.
And was it okay? And where they were shooting them from, there's basically a tree between them and me, and there's a whole bunch of people around this tree, and they're like, "Hey, let's shoot it!" And so they aim over the tree, and the first one they shot almost went into the water right behind the walkway area there. And I was telling Tony, I was like, I think everybody around was hoping it made it into the water because we're all like, like when it didn't make it. And then the next one they went to fire, it just misfired and just went like 2 feet in front of the cannon. And some guy or woman ran up and grabbed it, and they were just like, and people were like, come on, because whatever.
Yeah, I saw them shoot one, and it got stuck in the tree.
I see that one.
Yeah, they were doing that over at their booth. This was...
Yeah.
Which they have an excellent display.
Yeah.
They do.
It's like 2 or 3 tiers of nonsense.
It looks like something that you'd see at like a carnival.
I really like Short's boat. They had a canoe display.
Yeah.
And
They had a different display than usual
The
this year.
canoe?
Yeah,
I'm not impressed with the canoe.
The bar was 2 canoes.
Not
it was
impressed.
really cool.
Nope.
Yes, and it was different. And the one tap setup was with the radio flyer, but I don't remember what
I don't remember
bar
what
it was.
That was Original Gravity.
That's right.
From Island.
That's right. Because
the
I
one
was like,
place-
that's really cool. I like that one.
I'm missing, and I don't remember who did it last year, but they had a bus, and you got on the bus to get your beer, and it was air
Greenbush.
conditioned.
Yeah, it was Greenbush.
Was it Greenbush last year?
Oh, man.
Because they always have an astronomical amount of beers, and they always have a long line. So this was a way to kind of corral the line.
It was kind of nice to go in there like, oh, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get your beers, and then you're back out in the real world.
Yeah.
Stupid real world.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, though, that Shorts actually, the last couple times I've had Shorts at Beer Fest, I haven't been overly impressed. And I really like their Power of Love that they had this year.
That was a fermenta, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked
It was
the
a
jorts.
raspberry something. It was really good.
Are you
And
talking
it
about
had,
jorts that everyone was wearing?
No,
The
beer.
label has the DeLorean on it.
Yeah.
It should. Jeez.
No, the Power of Love was
Sure,
a
yeah.
rosemary, raspberry,
Save
lemon
Marty.
shandier.
Shandy.
And I had the Jorts in the Garden, which it was a Saison IPA. That one was really good. And the
It
only
was
one
an IPA. I didn't like it.
I was excited about trying their Spruce Pilsner, which you got,
Yep.
because I love their Juicy Tree, because it tastes like you're drinking a Christmas tree. And I was and I didn't like the Spruce Pilsner.
I like the pint. I liked it. It was a punch. It was flavor country in your face.
Yeah.
It was like getting wheel kicked by flavors.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wheel kick week continues.
Yeah.
But Power of Love was my first beer.
Yep.
And I was surprised that they weren't right at the open, like right when you walked in.
They're
They
always
were
they're
off
always
the
there.
Spot.
They're always in the back 40 by the river.
They're on the river.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I was expecting it to be like Fall Beer Fest, where they were right there when you first walked in.
No, I do. I just love Shorts. I would have sat there and drank all of their beer, but I think the rest of them we've had.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll just make another
Trip to Bel Air.
trip to Bel Air
Yep.
without
right.
kids.
I'm wrapping this shit up.
All right.
Out.
Now we got to do, So,
Check out our
yeah.
Podgods
SaltyLanguage.com
Network.
for
No.
all the salty links.
Yep.
No?
No, usually on the enthusiasts we just throw it to Annalise.
Yeah, that's right, we did.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say have a lot of beers and be fine, because it's Beer Fest.
Have a lot of beers, you'll be hungover.
Yeah, that's true. And as soon as I hover the mouse, take it away, Annalise.
Enthusiast this.